Welcome to Auto News TV Compact. All the important facts from the automotive world.
The makeover for the 911 series continues to be very dynamic. Along with the rear drive models, now welcome the versions with electronic all-wheel drive. The 3.6-liter six-cylinder engine in the Carrera 4 now has 345 horsepower. That's 20 more than the previous model. The 3.8-liter unit in the Carrera 4S generates 385 horsepower, meaning 30 more than before. The restyled front section with the LED daytime running lights and the standard bi-xenon headlights guarantees it a unique look all of its own. The LED technology is also used in the taillights. Typical of all the all-wheel drive models is the red rear light strip connecting the taillights. Also characteristic are the redesigned rims with 5 double spokes in a V shape. On the inside, the 911 is functional and appealing as usual. Fuel consumption and power have been optimized by the use of gasoline direct injection technology and the dual clutch transmission. According to the car maker, the Carrera 4 Coupe only needs 10.1 liters of fuel to cover 100 kilometers. The Can-Am Spyder is a fascinating car, probably unlike any seen on German roads, and on top of that, one that has traction control, ASP, and anti-slip control, as you can tell from this start. Two wheels in the front and one in the back. It almost reminds us of a snowmobile. Far from it, however. The Can-Am Spyder Roadster is a powerhouse of a vehicle with all kinds of technical goodies that make it even more fun to drive. And this car of tomorrow can be driven by anyone in possession of a passenger car license. The smooth shifting 5-speed transmission was especially designed for the Can-Am and ensures the flowing movements of the vehicle. The belt drive guarantees extremely easy shifting and low maintenance. As an option, you can also order an electronic sequential gearbox with thumb control. The steel frame of the Can-Am Spyder Roadster gives the car an extremely low center of gravity, which leads to enhanced stability and handling. lifestyle three-wheeler will make it on German roads is uncertain, but at any rate it is an alternative, even if not the least expensive, to the inconspicuous quads. Car seats for children and infants can be installed the best and safest if cars have special built-in protection systems called ISOFIX anchorage points. This year we tested 28 child seats. 4 did not pass. 1 completely failed the test, especially in the frontal collision test. To ensure conformity in conducting the crash test with child and infant seats, the experts must be very diligent in setting up the trials and in placing the child dummies in just the right seating position. People are still not placing their children in the seats correctly. Too many accidents still occur. Too many children are still injured in cars or even killed. That's why it's terribly important to submit child restraint systems to constant testing. In what the experts term the offset crash, the vehicle collides with a specific deformable obstacle at a speed of 50 kilometers per hour, typical of the most frequent type of accident on German roads. It's important to take your time in selecting the perfect type of protection for your child. Car manufacturers like Audi offer systems which fit perfectly into their cars. So it's a good idea to check with your car dealer and have him explain all the details. Good afternoon. Yesterday I bought an Audi Allroad and wanted to find out about child seats.
Also wir haben bei Audi verschiedene Kindersitzmodelle im Angebot.
Audi offers different child seats to match the size and age of your child. All these seats are ISOFIX seats and fit just perfectly into our cars, offering safe and reliable restraint and minimizing the risk of injury.
Sicher und verlässlich dort angebracht. Somit wird also das Verletzungsrisiko für das Kind minimiert. Das lästige Anschnallen.
For the kids, it's much more comfortable. For each seat, the belts are made to fit the size of the child, and they should be used, of course.
Kinder wesentlich bequemer, weil sie an den Sitzen dann schon auf die Körpergröße abgestimmte Gurte haben. Und die sollten sie natürlich auch benutzen.
ISOFIX is a standardized system for installing child seats into cars and is intended for use with models from different manufacturers. One question most parents ask is whether it's okay to transport a baby in the front passenger seat. Audi has the right technical solution. It's no problem at all. You can attach the baby seat to the front passenger seat. Make sure you deactivate the front passenger airbag first. If the front passenger seat is fitted with the ISOFIX system, the automatic deactivation of the front passenger airbag is included. When installing an infant seat on the front passenger seat, the front passenger airbag must be deactivated. The ADAC is quite familiar with all problems involved with child seats. Although we keep finding the quality of child seats pretty good, it's the user manuals that are so bad people don't know how to install them correctly. The children no longer sit right or are not buckled up right, the belt sometimes too loose. That makes a big difference if an accident occurs, whether the children are injured or even killed. A slow-motion study of the offset crash shows what happens to the dummies if they are not restrained properly. Our expert explains the consequences. If you have the right child seat, the dummy would be where it's supposed to be. In a crash, it would move forward, then back, and would be safely restrained.
Im Crash vorgehen, wieder zurückgehen und wäre quasi sicher gehalten.
The meticulous restraint of children becomes all the more important because the weight ratio between the head and body is different than with adults. The head of a child weighs much more in relationship with its body than that of a full-sized adult.
Der Dummy ist zwar noch in seinem Sitz.
The dummy is still in its seat, yet even though not ejected from the seat can be thrown every which way around inside the car.
Kontrolliert im Auto rumfliegen.
In the film, there are only dummies at risk in the crash test. Severe injuries can change a person's whole life, and children still have all theirs ahead of them.